Hmm? Oh, hi. I'm just scanning the knife again.
Are you alright?
Me? I'm fine. I'm working. So yeah, I'm alright.
I've seen enough cops burn out to know that bottling up feelings is never a good idea.
Burnout. Good one. You really want to know how I feel? I want to burn the North Woods to the ground. Then when there isn't a twig or weed left, I'll flambe that dryad like a fancy cake. Did I ever tell you about Alden, my great-grandfather?
Yes. He was some kind of evil fire mage, right?
Evil is one word for it. He was a terrible force of nature. I always wondered what made him that way. What made him decide that turning villages of people to ash was a good idea. He lived a long, long time. Long even for a mage, but he was still human. Maybe he suffered one loss too many. Will that be me one day? I don't know.
You're you, Eli. You aren't anybody else.
50 years ago, I was an accountant with 2 daughters. Today, I'm a fire mage with the Unavowed. Tomorrow, who knows what I'll be. I've lost a lot of people in my life. I thought I'd come to terms with it, but it never gets easier. Jesus, I'm making this all about me, aren't I? Poor Mandana. Let's talk about something else.
I just saw Mandana walk out of your room.
Oh, you saw that, huh? Well, no point in denying it.
So you and Mandana are...
What? Oh, no, it's nothing like that. Well, maybe it is kind of like that. It's complicated. Well, maybe not that complicated. Just leave it, okay?
Okay.
Uh-huh. Sure. Hmm?
Okay, nothing else?
She just needs time. Seems easy enough to give it to her.
Yeah, well, I feel for her, I really do. But the whole operation was dumb from the start.
That's hardly fair. I mean, I didn't know Kalash well, but he seemed to know what was what.
He was cocky. He should have brought us along. We could have helped.
How? She couldn't be killed. Not in the normal way.
None of us can see the future.
No, but you can still prepare for it. I'm just saying, numbers. We could have made a difference.
Maybe, but wondering what if is like growing an orchard in the desert.
You mean fruitless?
Yeah. My old sponsor used to say that.
Jesus. Remind me to never quit drinking. Anyway, what now? We having a briefing or what?
I'll talk to Mandana.
You sure that's a good idea? You're the one who... Well, never mind. You do what you think is best.
We'll be here. Just call us when it's time.
Okay.
You need us? We're here.
Just give us a shout.
Okay.
It is strange. Father did not speak much, and yet this room feels so silent without him.
Do you want to be left alone?
No, I shed enough tears last night. I will not indulge in more self-pity. Not yet. We have a demon to find. Doing otherwise would dishonor Father's sacrifice.
Wish I got to know Kalash better.
Getting to know my father would not have been easy, even if he lived. Ajin's mind is a maze, twisted and complex. Father was no different. Even I had difficulty understanding his thoughts. I suppose I am too human.
I saw you come out of Eli's room.
Ah. I cannot deny it. What you saw is true.
So what now?
The oncoming darkness still approaches, regardless of my personal tragedy. If the Unavowed has need of me, I will be here. It is literally the least I can do.
So you and Eli are...
Yes, although not in the way you imagine. Eli and I are... Oh, it is so difficult to describe feelings when one is forced to speak the truth. Feelings are so messy and complicated. Once in a while, we crave simplicity. Eli and I give that to each other. Once in a while. And last night, I needed simplicity. Please, let us speak no more of this.
Okay.
Yes, it is time.
You doing all right?
As well as can be expected. Thank you. I have not lost sight of our goal. The demon still eludes us.
But we've got a name now, right? What'd you say it was? Mel something.
Mel Carissa.
Great. That's something. So what's our play?
Did you finish your scan on the knife, Eli?
I was hoping you'd ask that. We got lucky last time. The demon's energy signature had degraded so badly, it was hard to pinpoint where it had been. But this time, I had its name. That made the scan 10 times more precise.
So you found more locations?
Better, I pinpointed the point of most activity. The demon went all over the city, but there's one place it kept returning to again and again. I was even able to get an exact address.
And that place is...
300 Henderson Avenue on Staten Island.
You've gotta be fucking kidding me.
Does that address mean something to you?
That's the Eternox nightclub.
Really? The place where you got possessed?
And where I got friggin' shot.
Why would Mel Carissa go back there?
Indeed. It does seem remarkably risky.
Look, I might not know a lot about demons, but the whole returning to the scene of the crime thing, it's bullshit. It never actually happens. So what the hell is going on?
The name Mel Carissa, has anyone heard of it?
It is not a name I have heard of before.
I did some scrying last night. From the bits I've been able to pick up, the name Nell Caressa is associated with knowledge.
Knowledge? What does that mean?
I'm as lost as you are. The scry's still ongoing. Hopefully it can tell us more.
We should get over to the nightclub and find out what's going on.
Sure. Ready when you are. But if you get possessed again, I'm shooting you first this time.
Indeed. It is time we take the fight to the enemy. We are ready to depart when you are.
Let's not waste any more time.
Lead the way. It seems quiet enough. You see or sense anything, Mundana?
I see a portal.
Yeah, so do I.
The portal is sealed. We are safe, for now.
That may be, but don't portals like this take energy to create? Like, a lot of energy?
Yes.
So, what created this one?
That is a very good question. We should explore the area. What did you find?
Looks like some handwritten notes.
Answer honestly. Does that resemble your handwriting?
I guess this proves I was really here.
Hey, I told you that scan was perfect, didn't I?
Please, read it.
Sharing a mind can be difficult. I have learned that it is important to keep a record of important thoughts and details before they get filtered out, hence this journal. I have cast a veil over it as a precaution. I am still so weak. The city has become so ordinary, so mundane. The world has turned its back on all things magical. Even the local chapter of the Unavowed is a mere skeleton crew, headed by an old fossil of a djinn. I do not foresee them being a problem. I am powerless here. Whatever magic this city possesses, it is stamped out and tucked away. I cannot access it. How to change this? I see several options open to me.
A fossil of a djinn?
Come on, let's keep reading.
1. Creating poltergeists. The method is easy enough. I need to find some souls I can corrupt. Their mere existence will generate plenty of spiritual energy. General Zarug of the Merfolk is desperate. He is fighting a losing war. Can I use this somehow? Share his power with a mundane human or two? Release his power into the world? 3. There's a dryad trapped in the North Woods. If she is freed, so will her power. Power that I can use. I will try and make contact. Maybe we can help each other. The more spiritual energy is released, the stronger I become. What do I do with this power? Every day I feel capable of more and more, yet there is still more to be tapped.
This is madness. The demon was creating spiritual unrest, filling the city with supernatural energy.
Huh. This explains why we've been so busy lately.
4. The Wall Street area. There are plenty of weak-willed executives, all desperately clinging to power. All would be easy to corrupt, but who? 5. Manhattan's Chinatown. I sense a power there. Something old and ancient, but hidden. I need to bring it out into the open. 6. The neighborhood around Brooklyn's Prospect Park has changed so much. There used to be a magic there. The people so full of wonder. They have lost their way. Perhaps I can help them, and myself. I am strong enough now. I can create a pocket realm of my very own, but I cannot create the door. Nothing I try works. I will have to think on this.
This demon has certainly been busy.
I should have realized from the start, a pocket realm is a personal thing, only open from a place I have an emotional connection to, but where? The answer was, as always, obvious, Eternox. The nightclub where I came into my new form. The portal formed quickly, held closed with the very power I have siphoned into the city. On the other side, anything I wish. Very soon I can go to work. However, there is the matter of the mind I share, and the Unavowed. Do they know of my existence or not? Did I overestimate them? This is a loose end that must be dealt with.
So the demon created a pocket realm. That must be where it went.
That's what all this was for. To create that portal.
How do we get through?
We cannot. It is sealed.
We're not giving up.
I did not say we were. There are bonds of energy holding the portal closed. I can sense them.
Yeah, so can I. Not as sensitive to these things as you are, but... Holy crap. The bonds feel... frayed.
Yes. Quite recently, too.
Wait, this is because of us.
Our actions over the last week, correcting the spiritual unrest that the demon caused.
There's less energy to hold this thing closed.
We've been getting closer to the demon this whole time.
And we didn't even know it.
There were 3 more neighborhoods listed in those notes.
Yeah, Wall Street, Brooklyn, and Prospect Park.
Then we know where to go next.
Ready and raring.
Okay. Let's go down the list, because why not?
Yeah, it does kind of look like him.
Okay.
I wouldn't try climbing that drain pipe. Not in this weather, anyway.
Alright.
I traveled up the mountain of glass. Do you mind? Can't you see I'm... Wait. Alden? Is that you?
Sorry, what did you say?
You heard me. You're supposed to be dead.
That name. How do you know that name?
You're kidding, right? I know all about you. Alden the Destroyer. Alden the Deathbringer.
No. Alden was my great-grandfather. I'm nothing like him.
Oh, well, you look exactly like him. You shouldn't do that. It's rude.
You didn't answer my question. How do you know that name?
Why does it matter?
Because we're with the Unavowed?
Oh, well, I'm tired. I'm going to sit down. You want to talk? Come on by.
Okay.
How on earth?
That woman isn't a mundane, I assume.
No, she's definitely not mundane. And she knows who Alden is. That alone isn't good.
Not good. Why?
It's not important. At least not right now. I think we need to speak to her as soon as possible.
Hi, everyone. I'm Callie. Or did we go through this already?
That name, Alden. How do you know it?
Well, come on. When you spread fire and death to 100 villages, it tends to inspire people. His face was in hundreds of nightmares for generations. I saw them all.
You see dreams?
I'm a muse. Duh. It's kind of what I do. Or I did, anyway. I kind of lost my power.
You... what? How did that happen?
Some guy took it. Hey, you should order a cappuccino. They draw these little heart shapes with the milk. It's amazing.
James, by the way.
Hiya. I'm Calliope. Although I mostly go by Callie these days.
You knew Eli's great-grandfather?
Not personally, but I was summoned by the survivor of a village he destroyed. He wanted to write of his experience, as a warning to others, but he was scared. He couldn't muster up the inspiration to start writing.
And you helped with that?
Yeah, kinda.
Kinda?
He kept reliving the murder of his family over and over in his mind, and in the end, he threw himself into the sea.
Jesus.
It happens. The creative force can destroy some people. I'm glad I'm done with it.
What are you doing here?
It's open mic night. I'm open micing. Been spending all my time taking in the local art scenes. This is my way of giving back.
You're giving back?
Giving back to the creative force, trying to balance the scales. I'm not really good at it, but the point is to try. And freeform poetry is fun.
So long.
Bye! Stick around if you want to hear more poems. For some reason, fewer people come here than they used to. So I have the place to myself.
Alright.
So, I'm a dead...
I'm not the biggest fan of that type of dialogue.
Looking good there, Junie.
No, it's not right yet.
Of course it isn't. Hey, nice to see I'm not the only crazy one out here tonight.
Not out here by choice, believe me.
Neither am I. I'm only out here because the little boss here wants to draw.
Why is she drawing in the rain?
Little June here got inspired. What can I say? I tell her no and she screams all night. So I give her a half hour and we're both happy. Besides, she has a talent. I need to encourage it. Nobody else is gonna.
She's a lucky little girl. You're a good mother.
Darn right I am.
She's your boss?
She's my daughter. It amounts to the same thing, doesn't it?
Ain't that the truth? A boss who makes you do overtime and doesn't pay you.
See, this guy gets it. You have kids?
Oh, yeah. 2 girls. Grown now.
2 bosses, huh? Must have been rough.
It had its moments.
How long have you been out here?
It's been 2 hours, I think. I'm sure June will get tired any minute.
Couldn't she use a pen and paper?
Yeah, like that'll work.
I know, right? A pen and paper would be, logical.
And kids always listen to logic.
Don't get me started.
I'm James, by the way. This is Eli and Logan.
Nice to meet you. I'm May Stein.
See you
See you
around.
around. If you guys want to do any more chatting in the rain, feel free.
Hi there, I'm James.
Junie, answer the man.
Hi.
What are you drawing?
I don't know. It's not finished yet.
Chalk won't last long in the rain.
I know. That's what makes it good.
I took pictures, don't worry. What?
Nothing. You don't get it. It's okay.
You shouldn't talk to your mother that way.
Excuse me, but I'll be the judge of that?
I want to focus, please.
Wouldn't you rather draw inside?
No, this is better.
Better?
Yes.
Seriously, you should go home. Come back when it's dry.
Just 5 more minutes.
Okay.
Bye.
There should be a ghost here. Yeah, I remember.
You have called and I have answered, but I feel no creative desire within your soul. Inspiration will not help you.
You misunderstand me. I want to help you.
Help me? I don't understand. I don't require anything. Now what do you want?
Me? No, I have something for you.
What do you mean? Stay back.
Was that Callie? The lady from the poetry club?
You think so? The woman in the poetry club sounded, perky.
She said she lost her power. Maybe it changed her personality, too. Good. You're okay. Let's keep going. We need to get to the bottom of this.
Hey, mister, could we talk to you for a sec?
Hey, it's been a while, hasn't it?
A while.
Oh, wait, no, you're not.
I'm not?
You're not hurt.
It's not you.
Oh, you mean KK?
She can talk for herself.
Yeah, believe me, I know. So I'm Logan Brown, and you already met KK. Who are you?
It's not important, not really.
Of course it's important. It's your name.
No, it's not. The work needs to stand on its own. Attaching a name to it just diminishes it.
You mentioned the work. What work?
The work, the art, the everything. It all has to come out somehow, otherwise you might as well die.
So you're an artist?
Me? I suppose. I want to be. I'm learning every day.
So who did you mistake KK for?
Huh?
When we first met, you thought KK was her.
It's the
I
little girl,
don't know
right?
what you mean.
Junie,
Yeah, of course
or
you
whatever.
So what is this thing here?
Thing?
This metal thing. Looks like some kind of modern art.
Sorry, I don't see anything.
Not exactly hard to miss, man. It's kind of huge, and it's right here.
No, I don't see anything. Sorry.
So what are you doing out here?
I'm working.
Working? Like maintenance work or something?
Something like that.
You're not gonna get any more specific than that?
Don't see why.
Okay.
I'm not sure what that accomplished.
The piece of leather is caught on a jagged piece of metal. It flaps uselessly in the wind. I know I have to fire read that. I know that for a fact.
What can I do you for? I'll do my best.
You familiar with this area?
Gosh, so many memories of this place from back in the day. It's hard to choose just one. Matinee shows at the Kingway, summers at Brighton Beach. Heck, you could buy pickles right out of the barrel on any street corner. They cost a nickel, and they were delicious. And fireworks every Tuesday at Coney. Can't forget that. No, can't forget that.
You got a bit distant when talking about Coney. Anything you'd like to share?
Did I? Huh, sorry about that. Just old history. I met my wife at the Coney Island fireworks. We went every week that summer. Forget it. It was literally a lifetime ago. Let's keep moving.
You went white as a sheet when Callie mentioned Olden.
Well, yeah. I did tell you about the hunters, right? The hunters getting wind that I'm still alive is the last thing I need.
Any thoughts on what we should do now?
There's a ghost by the band shell next to a weird-looking sculpture. I say we should ask around.
Okay.
Right behind.
What can we do?
Have you come to Brooklyn before?
There's like 3 bars on every block in this area. So yeah, I came here quite a lot. But these days, I usually just go to Greenwood Cemetery.
You go to the cemetery? Why? Are there lots of ghosts there?
No, just the opposite. Ghosts don't like to admit they're dead, remember? So graveyard is peaceful, especially to a guy like me. I can relax for a bit, and best of all, I don't have to see a single dead person. Right. Sorry, KK. Except you.
Any thoughts on Callie?
I met this writer through the program once. She swore the only muse you needed was a bottle of Jack. Wonder what she'd think of Callie.
Okay.
Right.
Don't you think it's time we head home, Junebug?
5 more minutes.
Fine. 5 more minutes.
Okay. Let's explore around a little bit
Were you
more.
and
down
Kalash
street.
close?
Got some wet ones here, Chipman.
Huh? Oh, hey. Welcome and stuff.
Jesus, Chipman. Wasn't for me, you wouldn't sell anything. Evening, folks.
Did anyone die by the Prospect Park Amphitheater?
Seriously, where have you been? Some idiot set himself on fire, built some weird metal altar to do it on, too. The weird thing? He did it in the middle of the night. No witnesses. Some poor jogger found him the next morning.
You sure it wasn't murder?
Pretty sure. Forensics checked it all out. He set the fire himself. Of course, now it makes the guy some kind of local folk hero.
Folk hero?
Yeah, the folks who live here, they think it's some kind of, I don't know, artistic statement or whatever. But you ask me, he was just a nut.
Can you tell me anything else about the man who died in the park?
Sorry, but why are you so interested?
It might be related to a case I'm working on.
Case? Ah, you Staten Island, huh? Well, you need to go through official channels if you want more info. Sorry, a beat cop like me could get into trouble if I spilled.
Or was it an artistic statement?
I don't know. What else could it be? This frickin' neighborhood draws them in like flies and honey.
Draws what in?
Artists. They've been coming out of the woodwork, causing all sorts of trouble. Forget the drug dealers. It's the artists you gotta worry about.
Are artists really that bad?
You have no idea. Just last week, in this very spot, I had to drag some guy out in cuffs. It was this writer on his laptop. His battery ran out of juice. So he freaked, smashed his laptop against the table, then started punching people. I wish I could say it was an isolated incident, but it's been happening all over the neighborhood.
You seem to really like those bagels.
Best in the city. Try 'em. Seriously. Shipman's an artist, a real one. Rainbows or no rainbows. Not that anyone would know it, the guy knows nothing about promoting himself. Stay dry out there.
Huh? Oh, hey, you want something? I'm kind of busy.
You okay? You look kind of tired.
Fine, why does everybody keep asking me that?
Hey Chipman, you got paying customers. You want to stay open or what?
Fine, sorry.
I swear to God, you'd be on the street if it weren't for me.
I get it. Yeesh. Anyway, what can I do for you guys?
Seriously, you okay? You look exhausted.
I'm fine. I'm working. What else can a guy want?
Do you have anything that's not psychedelic?
Nobody gets it. This is just the way it has to be, okay? Take it or leave it.
I'll take a rainbow bagel.
Sure, here you go. That'll be $5. Just eat it slow, okay? And think about it while you eat it.
Do you know about anyone who died in the park?
Someone died? Sorry, I don't know anything about that.
And you're sure you're okay?
Why does everyone keep asking?
Okay, fine.
Sure, bye.
Colored bagels, flavored bagels, scooped out bagels with weird filling.
Good evening to you. You gents seem to be lost. Maybe I can help?
Lost?
Yes, it's quite obvious from the look of it. You're walking the streets in the rain, and yet you stop to talk to an old man at the side of the road. Nobody with a destination in mind would do that.
Huh, clever.
No, I just read people. It's the old artist in me, I suppose.
What kind of artist are you?
Me? Oh, I was a painter. The past tense, I'm afraid. My muse has long since left me. So now I sit here and talk to fine folks like you.
So you can help us find direction?
I'm just an old artist watching the world go by. I doubt I'd be any help to you. But if you'd like to stop a while and talk, I wouldn't say no.
Nasty night to be out.
For you, perhaps. I'm quite cozy here. And you meet the most interesting people in the rain. Folks like yourself, for example.
I heard lots of artists are moving into the area.
Yes, I've seen it. The neighborhood used to house quite a vibrant community of artists. They're all gone now. They got priced out, or they got kicked out, or they died out. I thought I'd be the only one left. But now, look around. The real heart and soul of Brooklyn is coming back. And it is magnificent.
Do you know what happened by the park amphitheater?
You mean the sculpture that was erected in the middle of the night? Magnificent, isn't it? Art that just appears for seemingly no reason. That kind of thing just doesn't happen anymore. It does this old heart good to see it.
What do you think the sculpture means?
I don't know. To tell you the truth, I have not given it much thought. But the energy it brings, the vibrant life, this world can use more of that, let me tell you.
A man set himself on fire on the park sculpture.
I heard. Fascinating.
Fascinating. A man died.
Well, it is. Why there? Why in the middle of the night? The act of immolation is violent, painful. One doesn't do that to themselves unless they want to make a statement. And yet, it was done in the middle of the night. Nobody could see or hear him. So yes, I'd call that fascinating. What was the man trying to say? We'll never know.
What kind of statement does setting yourself on fire make?
As I said, we'll never know. The man was inspired. We never know where it comes from or why it comes. It just is. And that's all we can say about any artistic act. It just is.
Nice to meet you. I'm James. This is Eli and Logan.
Pleasure. Welcome to the neighborhood. I'm Stanley Bates.
See you around. Okay, now I gotta go back to the cafe.
Hey, just a sec. What's up?
I think I'm the one who took your power away.
You did? You don't look like the guy I met. He was about your height, had your hair color, and had kind of your build. But nope, definitely wasn't you.
He's wearing a veil. You can't see past it, can you? You really did lose your power.
Yep, I'm mundane as mud. But if it was really you, then I suppose I have you to thank.
Don't worry, we'll try to get your power back.
For real? You did me a favor. 3,000 years and I never once enjoyed a thing. Not a song, not a poem, not a story, not even food. I can inspire them all, but they did nothing for me. I can't even remember the last time I smiled. I kinda like the feeling. I think I'm gonna do it a lot. So, keep my power. You took it, you keep it. I'm happy where I am.
You really don't want your power back?
Nope. Please stop asking that.
Do you know anything about the sculpture in the park?
I saw it. So full of anguish. I could feel the desperation pouring from every rivet and nail.
Anguish?
Yeah, Muse, remember? I can sense these things.
Didn't you say you lost your powers?
So, if your magic was taken away, you'd still know everything about fire, right?
I guess so, yeah.
Same with me. I know how art works. I know what feelings went into them. And that sculpture, none of those feelings were nice.
So you can read works of arts?
Anything that was created by anybody else. It leaves an imprint. I can still see them.
Someone burned themselves alive by the sculpture.
That's horrible. What is this feeling? Am I sick or sad, depressed? This is new. I don't like feeling like this. Don't ask me about
Nobody
that again.
does.
Bye!
Okay, you want this donut bagel thing?
Ooh, was this made by Clay Chipman? I've been meaning to go to his shop. May I? Oh my god, this is so good. Excuse me, that was strange. This bagel wasn't made by Clay Chipman.
What do you mean?
Clay Chipman,
saw
not
him
entirely.
make it.
No, his hands made it, but the process, it was inspired by me. That's impossible.
How did you inspire Clay? I thought you lost your power.
I did. And I've never met the guy, but that bagel tasted like my own power. I had it for over 3,000 years. It couldn't be anything else.
So your power now belongs to Clay Chipman?
No, muses can't create, remember? He was inspired by someone with my power. Oh well, good luck to whoever it is. I don't want it anyway.
So someone else has your power.
Yup, sucks to be them. Bye!
Okay.
I'm impressed, look.
Good evening.
Okay, you have nothing else to say.
You got any more of those raspberry ones, Chipman?
Sure. Give me a few minutes.
Best donuts in the city, this guy.
You have anything else to say?
Evening, Stay dry.
No.
What? I mean, what can I do for you?
So what inspired you to make bagels like this?
I don't know, it just came to me. You experience food with more than just taste, you know. It's important to be aware of that.
So it wasn't a person who inspired you?
No. I mean, maybe, who knows? You can get inspired by lots of things subconsciously.
Let me guess. The blue and red lox and chive cream cheese bagel was inspired by me.
Sure, whatever.
Why is it important?
It just is, okay? You don't have to get it. Just enjoy it. Sure.
Okay.
Good evening.
I know you have to do it.
No.
Okay.
Okay. Yes, 5 more minutes.
Hey,
I...
so I heard a guy set himself on fire around here. You wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
Burning. It's quite a bold statement to make.
Is it?
It sears, it cleanses. If you burn something, it's gone forever. I can understand the appeal.
You can understand the appeal?
Journal, I burnt it. It needed to be cleansed.
Yep, there we go.
It needed to not exist. So I burned it. It's gone.
This journal of yours, you said he burnt it?
Yes, right here, right over... No. The journal is burnt. It no longer exists. I need for it not to exist. Please.
Okay. Are you sure you don't... Closing yourself off to the truth is harder in the long run. Trust me, I know.
I don't see anything.
Okay. No, wait, I need to just talk to him. Why would Malcaressa take Amuse's power?
It wanted to create spiritual havoc, to unleash energy in order to feed off it. Seems to me a direct line to the creative force is a great way of doing that. I'll do my best.
The ghost mentioned a journal he burnt. Can you look up that?
An artist journal that was burnt up by the park stage. That seems narrow enough. Let's take a look. Searching. Got it.
Ah. Hand of the Angel. Alright.
This looks like a sketchbook. Whoever this belonged to, they drew the same two people over and over again.
Over and over, huh? I know addictive behavior when I see it. Which two people?
A woman and a child. I think it's the same pair we saw outside the park.
Addicts. It's not enough we hurt ourselves. We hurt everyone around us.
Uh-oh.
What is it?
I messed up. Need to start over.
Oh, for 5 more minutes. Then we need to get home. Hey.
Did anything happen by the park amphitheater?
It was some kind of performance art, wasn't it? Someone put together an altar in the middle of the night and then lit themselves on fire.
Someone lit themselves on fire. You seem rather calm about that.
Well, it wasn't real, was it? I mean, it couldn't have been. They did it in the middle of the night where no one could see it. If you're gonna make a spectacle, you want people to see it. That's what everyone's saying anyway. Someone put it all together as some kind of statement.
What kind of statement?
You know, before June was born, I might have been able to tell you. But these days, I leave the art critique to the people with more time on their hands.
Do you know anything about the guy who burned himself?
Nobody did, right? It was all staged as some kind of statement. That's what everyone's saying anyway.
We found this book with drawings of you in it.
You have this book?
Well, no. Not exactly. But we've seen it.
Who gave it to you?
I don't know his name, but he's a tall guy, goatee, scruffy, dirty blonde hair.
Sweetie, Mama's gonna step over there for a minute. You stay here, okay? Shit. Fuck, shit!
Are you alright?
Do I look alright? I just want him to leave us alone, okay? Apparently restraining orders aren't enough. Not for Amos Fennel. Did he give you those pictures? Is he selling them? Jesus Christ, he is, isn't he? God damn it!
No. He's dead.
He's... what?
I'm sorry. It's the truth. He's dead.
Of course he is. It was him, wasn't it? The guy who burned himself in the park. I didn't think it was real, but I should have known. It's exactly like him.
We're trying to learn what happened.
Well, leave me out of it. The guy scared the hell out of me. I suppose he's gone now. That's good, I guess.
I know it's hard, especially in front of the kid, but we need to know everything you can tell us.
Fine, I guess. It doesn't matter now, does it? Amos used to be a good guy. An artist, creative, really, really funny. June loved him, but then he moved in with us. And then he started getting obsessive.
Obsessive? Not in a devoted husband and father way, I imagine.
No, he started drawing pictures of us. It was sweet at first, but he wouldn't stop. Every scrap of paper, every surface, the walls, the floor, everything. I blamed that teacher of his.
Teacher?
Yeah, old Stan Bates around the block. Amos was fine before he started taking lessons with him. I mean, how crazy is it to draw obsessively and never stop for a break?
How long has your kid been out here
A
again?
few hours. Why? Oh, look, I don't like that tone. June is fine. She isn't like him. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Okay, let's go talk with old
No.
Stan Bates.
Good evening to
Does the name Amos Fennel mean anything to you?
Amos Fennel. No, doesn't ring a bell.
He's the guy who set fire to himself in the park.
I see. No, I've not heard of him.
Amos Fennel was a student of yours.
Student? I'm no teacher. Who told you this?
May Stein. She used to date Amos.
Wait, that name sounds familiar. She has a young daughter, a budding little artist type?
That's right.
Aha, now I remember. Amos, huh? He gave me a different name when he came to see me.
What can you tell us about him?
What is there to tell? Like many young artists, he was struggling, trying to find inspiration. So he would come and speak to me. He spoke about his love for her. He was quite smitten. I encouraged him to channel that love. We later spoke about his heartbreak after they separated. I encouraged him to channel that as well. I hope I did some good.
I know what fire can do to people. There's nothing good about it.
He channeled his feelings into a work of art. How many can say the same? I call that a triumph. This neighborhood needs more of that.
Setting yourself on fire is a triumph?
Well, what would you call it?
The man was obviously disturbed. Nobody in their right mind would do something like that.
I call it someone needing help.
Perhaps you were both correct. Perhaps it doesn't matter. Art speaks different words to different people, and the art of Amos spoke louder than most.
You said you knew May and her daughter?
I know the child. She walks down this block on her way home from school. She's shown me some of her pictures. Quite a budding talent. I'm happy to encourage her.
Have you ever spoken to the baker next door?
You mean Clay Chipman? I see him every morning. His shop is not exactly out of my way. He feels frustrated, often. He desires to say something, but all he knows is bake. But as I always tell him, sometimes the artist doesn't choose the medium. The medium chooses you.
Medium. Did he have to use that word?
So who else have you taught?
Anyone who chooses to speak with me. I'm usually here in this spot. I'm always willing to chat.
If it's such good art, maybe you should say... I'm not gonna say that. We know what's been done to you. You've become a muse.
I'm a... what?
I should have seen it. We all should have seen it.
What are you talking about?
This neighborhood. All the extreme bursts of creativity. It all centers around you.
Me? I'm nobody. Just a washed-up artist. My muse has left.
Of course you don't have a muse. You are a muse.
Are you insane? Or am I?
Look at what happens around you. What explanation is there?
I want to say a rational one. But since when do I trade in reality?
I ask myself that every day. Look, maybe we should have this conversation inside.
Yes, of course. Please, come in. You must be soaking. Well, here we are. Is something the matter?
Your home is rather sparse.
Is it? I hadn't noticed. I admit, as I've gotten older, I've enjoyed life's little pleasures less and less. So I've sold a few things that I no longer need.
It's like Callie said. A muse can inspire art, but can't appreciate it.
I see. I understand. I admit I have been feeling different. I just thought I was getting old.
Don't worry. We can fix this. It's kind of our thing.
Wait, you want to cure me?
Why? Don't you want to be cured?
You're joking. You really are joking, aren't you? Why would I want to be cured? Sure, I get no pleasure from a painting or a book or even food. But giving artists inspiration, artists like Amos, like June, like Clay, that gives me immense satisfaction.
Amos killed himself. June and Clay are working themselves to death. Whatever power you have, it's out of control.
Their deaths carry more meaning than their lives ever will. For years, I've seen the city turn its collective back on the art community, replacing us with bland corporate chains. Now we can reverse it. Go back to the way things were. And you want to stop it? I don't believe you want that. You can't want that. Let me prove it to you. I have a simple question for you. May I ask it?
What is this place?
I've connected you to the creative energy of the universe. I think I always knew it was there, but I'm more aware of it now, thanks to you. Now, may I ask you my question?
What do you want to know?
Thank you. My question is simple. What are you feeling right now?
Angry.
Yes, you do seem slightly tetchy. Could I ask why?
My life was destroyed by a demon.
I'm sorry. You've suffered much, gone through so many changes. It must be difficult to make sense of it all. Anger could be a powerful source of energy, but you need to channel it. You cannot let it control you. You must dig deep, connect with it, bring it to the surface. This is the power of the creative force. It's the greatest gift we as humans are given, but it must be used. If ignored, it could do unimaginable harm.
Melcaressa.
Oh, it's you. Sorry if I don't get up. I'm a little out of breath.
Are you alright?
Me? I'm fine. Just a little winded is all. By the way, where's the fire mage and Mr. Big Shoulders? I thought you unavowed types worked in a team.
We got whammied by the muse who has your power.
Whammied. I like that word. Wait, why did you summon a muse in the first place?
We didn't summon him, he forced himself on us.
He forced the creative energy on you? That's insane. You're lucky to be alive. You can't just force someone to create. You have to be ready. If not, you'll burn out. Your friends, where are they?
I think I need your help.
Okay, chill. Tell me what's up.
I don't know where they are.
Then let's go and find them, shall we? Mr. Fire Mage! Hello? Mr. Fire Mage?
Always watching, Wazowski.
I've never seen the Muse's power abused like this. Stanley Bates has no idea what he is doing.
Is it because of this painting on the wall?
No, the painting is a symptom, not the source. He is buried deep, struggling to connect with a deeper part of himself, one that he can express through art.
So this is some kind of art therapy?
Kinda sorta, only this is more direct and harmful. The subject has to be willing. They have to be ready to confront whatever is inside. Your friends aren't. And unless we help them with that, they will die.
So what do we do? Finish the painting?
No, that would be kind of bad. Like, brain explodey bad. I'm a bit useless here, but you're kind of not. You Unavowed guys, you have a link, right? Something connecting you? You can use that. Try and connect to your friend. See if you can help.
How do I do that?
It shouldn't be hard. Eli is in a heightened mental state at the moment. Connecting to his mind won't be hard if you focus. Just touch him on the head and, well, think about him.
Okay, I'll give it a try.
Your friend is going to be vulnerable, scared, confused. So, be gentle. Good luck.
I can't forget. If I forget that, I lose everything.
Forget what?
Forget what I am. Forget that I'm human. My wife, Donna. You've seen her picture. It's in my lab. The picture helps, but it's not enough. It's old. It's grainy. It's black and white. It's been over 60 years. I'm forgetting. Her eyes. I don't remember the color of her eyes.
Why are her eyes so important?
You don't have a family, do you? You wouldn't ask that if you did. Do you know what family does? It makes you better. It makes you want to do better. Everything I did, everything I was, I do because of them. Once I forget her eyes, then I forget her face. Then I forget Gloria and Julie. Then I'll forget myself. I'll forget I ever cared about anyone. And when there's nothing left, I become him.
I know you, Eli. You never let that happen.
No, I wouldn't. I'd never turn into Alden. I'd rather die first. If I can't remember her eyes, I should die. Why can't I remember?
Witnesses forget details all the time. The important thing is the big picture. Everything else is just noise. What actually matters?
Well, what are you saying? That her eyes don't matter? You're right. The eyes are just the surface, aren't they? The eyes are the window to the soul, so it said. And that I remember. Her light, so warm, so bright, all for me. So fierce, so protective. The way she'd gaze over our children. The connection she shared with them. Like a secret only they knew. One color doesn't do it justice. Huh? What just happened?
Hey, you did it!
Did what? That eye? It's everything. You could get lost in it. Sorry. My head, I think I need to sit down.
It's still behind me. I know it is, but the end of the road is coming.
There's no road, Logan.
We're all on a road of some kind, man. 6 years. 6 years I've been on this road. It hasn't caught me yet, but the end is coming. Not today. Someday.
You've beaten this, Logan. You've been clean for over 5 years.
You can't just beat something like this. It's always with you. Always. Just one misstep. Just one moment of weakness. Then it starts again. The blacking out. Starting fights. Waking up in strangers' beds. Ending up in the hospital. Over and over. I only just managed to build my life again. I won't go back. I can't go back. So I gotta keep busy. Gotta keep distracted. The end is coming. It's coming so fast.
You have friends, Logan. People who can help you.
I know that. It helps. But this is my fight. Nobody else can do it for me.
What happens at the end?
You die, man. What do you think? It's a race. To reach the end before the monster gets you. I plan on making it. But it's hard. The shit I see every day. It's hard. I know that. In the program, you
What
see
makes it
folks
so
who've been
hard?
sober for 30, 40 years. And most of them, they're mean. You know why? They don't want to feel. Because feeling things, that leads to drinking. But me, I have to feel. I have no choice. Sad stories shoved in my face every day. Death and misery every day pushes you toward the monster.
You go through a lot, but still don't drink. You should be proud.
Nothing to be proud of. I'm hanging by my fingernails, one step ahead of the monster.
You're not talking about a literal monster, are you?
Does it matter? It's out there. It's coming for me. And it's gonna get me.
What does this monster look like anyway?
Look like? I don't know. It doesn't matter. Why should it matter? I don't need to know. I don't want to know.
You're running from something you can't even describe, so describe it. Put a face and name to it.
You think you're gonna arrest this thing? Put it in jail? You can't. I don't even know what it is. But that's your point, isn't it? I need to know what I'm fighting if I'm gonna fight it.
So tell me, what is this monster you're running from?
The monster. It looks like... Gotta be careful of this guy. He's... Huh? Whoa, KK. Calm down. I'm fine. I'm okay. I was just...
There you guys are. What the heck just happened?
We're wondering the same thing.
We need to find Stan Bates.
Stan Bates? He did something to us, didn't he?
He hit you both with a lethal dose of creative energy. It almost killed you both.
KK says we went into some kind of trance. She was scared to death.
But it was worth it, wouldn't you say? Do you see it now? Do you see what I can offer?
Okay, I need to be careful here.
This whole neighborhood, the whole world.
You nearly killed Eli and Logan.
But I didn't. They're more alive than ever. You and your friends, you just received a deep, clear understanding of your deepest selves.
You're swinging the creative force around like a sledgehammer. You could have killed them.
Nothing great is achieved without risk.
Oh my god, my power's in the hands of a total idiot. Seriously, you all need to kill him. Kill him now before he kills someone else.
I beg your pardon?
You heard me.
Not killing anyone.
I agree. He should be stopped. But killed? Is that really necessary?
He didn't actually kill anyone on purpose, did he? Maybe he deserves another chance.
This is insanity. Don't I have a say in this? I've been given this tremendous gift, and you don't want it to be used. I don't understand.
No, duh, you don't understand. That's the problem.
If I used my gift improperly, then I'm sorry. I can learn.
It's too late for that. So, how is this going to go?
Can't you teach him how to use the power properly, Callie?
No, I can't.
You can't?
Nope.
I'm not so old that I can't be taught.
I'm not being cute. I really can't. Creative energy runs on instinct, emotion, feelings. Can't teach that.
You must have learned somehow, didn't you?
I was given the power at a young age. I grew up with it. You didn't. So, I'm sorry, it can't be done.
What do you have to say, Stan?
Until today, I didn't even know I had this power, let alone that I was killing people. Perhaps forcing it on you three was wrong. I'm sorry, I didn't know what I was doing.
And how many are going to die before you figure it out?
I will try not to let that happen. Let me live, and I'll try. That I promise.
I have to let him live. Stan, earlier you said dying to create was a triumph. Do you still feel that way?
Stan, we're trying to avoid killing you. Please work with us.
I meant what I said. I will try not to let that happen again.
We're gonna trust you. Don't let us down.
Trust. Yeah, we all deserve that. When I came into my power, I thought I was a monster. I was given a chance to prove otherwise. Maybe you deserve that chance too.
There's an AA chapter that meets 5 blocks from here. The All Saints Church. You know it?
I do, but how will that help? I don't even drink.
Doesn't matter. It's about regaining some control over yourself. Please, just think about it.
You're just going to stand back and leave him like this? You know what? I don't even care. I'm a mundane human now. This is none of my business. Good luck, Stan Bates. You're gonna need it.